Coach Lance here with CFSJ's Inside the Box. Whether you have tight times or tight spaces, we've got you covered. What you're about to follow along with is a 1-hour class shrunk into a 10-minute video. How do we do it? We create pause points, we write out equipment lists, and we give you substitution options to where there is zero thought on your part. So whether you have a hotel room, a hotel gym, or you're lucky enough to be outside, we're going to give you that great CFSJ feel when you're not at CFSJ. So let's take a look at the equipment list. Most of the times fairly minimal, and a lot of times you can substitute these things for things you have around your house, whether it be a water bottle or a filled up backpack. So let's go ahead and grab your phone, let's check out this equipment list, and let's get going. Every class, we're going to start off with 2 minutes of cardio. Now, if you're lucky enough to have a bike or a rower or a treadmill or the outside, let's go ahead and do 2 minutes of rowing or jogging or biking. If you don't have that, then let's start off with some jumping jacks, some step back burpees, some double unders, or some other method of your choice that you can do in the tight space that you're in. If you need a suggestion, let's go ahead and do step back burpees. The thing I love most about step back burpees is they hit everything at once. So instead of making this a dynamic, we're going to make this a very slow, grindy kind of movement, stepping back, engaging that plank on the way forward, driving those hips open, getting that nice hinge and that hamstring stretch, and working the plank and the push-up. By the time you've done about 15 of these, everything is ready. Now again, it's your choice, so let's go ahead and start those 2 minutes now. With that cardio out of the way, let's go ahead and get started on our dynamic warm-ups. The purpose of these dynamic warm-ups is to get us set for the other movements in both the strength and the Metcon. So let's take our time. If anything sticks, go ahead and spend a little bit extra time on it, and remember, you can always do more. Let's start off with 10 knee lifts to Samson stretch. Let's watch Coach Devin demonstrate the knee lift to Samson stretch. Bringing the knee up under its own power, giving a big hug to the chest, stretching out that glute before sliding into that Samson stretch. The back knee stays off the ground to keep it active, sliding that hip forward for a great hip flexor stretch. Going back into a plank position, we're going to go Spider-Man with a double twist. Bringing that right foot forward to right hand, twisting both into and away from the front knee before switching sides. Next, we're going to go 10 quadruped lat stretches. Starting off in child's position with the knees wide and the heels together, sliding the butt back to the heels, sliding those hands forward, forehead on the ground, and then karate chop fashion, you're going to reach across the body, bringing the right hand over to the left side for a big lat stretch. And last, we're going to finish off with 10 twisted cross. Arms wide, similar to a scorpion, bringing that left arm into left armpit, pushing your chest open, digging a big stretch into the right shoulder. Now again, go ahead and take your time on these, but again, if you're sticky, spend some extra time at any one of these things. Another pro tip, if there's something that works really well for a certain part of your body, hold on to it. What that means is that on other days where we may not do this particular exercise, go ahead and sneak it into your routine. Right now, we're going to go ahead and do 10 reps of each of all of these, and we'll meet you back here at the activation. Today's activation is going to get us ready for a lower body development in our strength phase. We're going to go 2 rounds of 10 reps of each of these 3 exercises. Let's call it the animal day. We're going to get started first with donkey kicks. Starting in a tabletop position with knees under hips, hands under shoulders, we're going to drive that right heel straight up, bending the knee, keeping the hip active, trying to get as much tension out of the glute as we possibly can. 5 each side. Next, we're going to work into 10 fire hydrants. There's no doubt where this got its name from. Keeping the core active but stable, trying to resist any ability to twist one side or the other, bringing the knee out laterally to the right. And last, our favorite core activator, the bird dog. Something that we don't do enough of, and we definitely don't always do it right. Starting again in that tabletop position, making sure that the spine is active. You should feel enough engagement both on the core, i.e. the abs, and the back at the same time. Again, resisting the urge to twist the hips right or left. We're going to go ahead and kick that right heel out, the heel, not the toe, to the back wall, alternating with the opposite hand. So if right heel goes back, left palm goes forward. We're going to alternate these for 10 reps. In each of these, the goal is to keep the core stable and to keep the hips and the shoulders from twisting. Try to maintain a baby plank, that is a straight line between your shoulders and your hips during these. During this time, let's go ahead and do one more round of 10 and we'll meet back at the strength. Today's strength focuses exclusively on lower body. We're going to be supersetting 2 movements every 2 minutes. We have single leg Romanian deadlifts using either a dumbbell or a kettlebell or an odd object if that's what you have, followed by 6 to 8 goblet squats. The hamstrings and the glutes are going to get their work in the single leg deadlifts, while the quads, abs, and back are going to get their fair share in the goblet squats. Let's watch Coach Devin demonstrate these single leg deadlifts. Balance is key. Don't worry about pushing weight or speed until you have balance under control. Finding a flat foot, slight knee bend. If you need to, support yourself with your back leg on its tippy toe. It should be just enough to keep you from falling left or right while still giving that front leg ample challenge during this exercise. Next, we're going to go to a goblet squat. Quick reminder, the reason why they call it a goblet squat is because how you hold the implement makes your hands look like a goblet. By doing the underhand support, it forces your shoulder blades to be active and challenges your core just a little bit more as we focus at getting those hips below knee crease. Now, the intention of this is to superset, so we're going to do this under duress and under load, trying to go as quickly as we can to get these roughly 18 reps done, 6 right, 6 left on the single leg and 6 to 8 on the goblet squats, giving yourself ample time to rest. You're probably going to feel as much challenge as you would in a normal workout, so keep the weight appropriate. All right, now that we have our playlist in order and we have our intention in order, let's go ahead and get set. Set your timer for 2 minutes, and I'll see you back here at the WOD. Let's talk about today's Metcon. The WOD for today is a total burner, a 12-minute EMOM with 8 kettlebell swings and 8 burpees. The RX for today is American kettlebell swings. You can use a dumbbell as well, followed by 8 burpees within the same minute. You're not going to get a lot of rest if you get any at all. Trying to hold on for dear life for the entire 12 minutes. Let's go ahead and watch Coach Devin demonstrate the American kettlebell swing. Paying attention that this is a hip-based activity, don't stress the arms out. You're going to get plenty of work in the burpee for those guys. Let's make sure that the hips reach full extension, just enough to get that bell overhead. Now, if the movement is too challenging to do within that minute, go ahead and back off to Russian before dropping reps. You're going to immediately follow with 8 burpees. What this means is you're going to be going solid for 12 minutes. 96 swings, 96 burpees. Your goal is to try to accomplish all of those reps. But if you're constantly coming up short or pushing right into that 59th second, my suggestion would be to take one of those burpees off, possibly even two. Give yourself a good 5 to 10 seconds of rest and transition. The intention for the workout is straight ahead. There's not a whole lot to go into. This is a classic CrossFit. Get it done fast, deal with the pain after you finish the WOD. Now, there's not a whole lot to set up, so let's go ahead and get that kettlebell ready, set the playlist as you want, set your timer for 12 minutes, paying attention to each minute. Now that we're set, let's get ready. 3, 2, 1, go.